Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. It is February and we are all about love, love, love. I have changed up my table a tiny bit. I went to the dollar store and look at these cute little roses I got. And of course our snowflakes because it's still winter and I'm looking out at mountains of snow. Canada life. Yeah, Canada life. If you've been hearing what's been going on here. Whoo, boy, it's a whole drama playing out. We are living in a Dickens novel, I always like to say. So we'll see what happens and what unfolds for all of us involved. And in the meantime, we're just going to focus on love and tarot readings and serving my clients and building my Patreon and my Etsy store and all of that. All my links are in the description for all of those things. If you would like to book a reading with me, I do that. I do private one-on-one sessions. You can do that. You can visit my website, and there's forms on almost every page of my website, I believe. So you can contact me from just about any page on my website. All of my February offers are there. And I have a freebie for you this month. It is in the description as well. You'll find the link to it there. My Patreon, my tip jar, my Etsy, my VIP list. If you'd like to be on my VIP list so you never miss a thing, that's there too. Okay, so we're just going to get that housekeeping out of the way before we dive in. This is our February cards for the collective. This is a pick a card reading. So we're going to pull 3 cards, and I'm actually going to do it ever so slightly different than I normally do now that you have been witness to the shuffle. So we're going to pull 1, 2, and 3. Okay, there we go. There, from the whole area of the deck. Okay, and we'll pop those there. We're not going to need this again, but we'll still pop it right there. See, we got to keep the cards in the frame. Okay, ready? So this is when you would pick your card. Oh, I should have little things, but I don't. So this is card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So just focus on the card that you would like, and you can pick all 3. There's no rules here. But I would just maybe, if you're going to pick all 3, pick them in a specific order. Just be like 1, 2, and 3, or whatever order you like. And if you need a moment, pause now. And now we're going to dive right in. Card number 1. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. And I am looking up the timings for these cards simply because I'm always looking for something that maybe like right now. And it's always fascinating that that's never the case. It's like weird. It's only when I do private readings with clients that I get really accurate dates. Fun fact, I had a client last year, it was in May, so it was around Mother's Day weekend, and she had just had a miscarriage, and I told her through the cards, everything that was coming through, that something would be happening. It was sort of July, August, she would be starting to feel better. And in March, there would be something happening. So I didn't know what would be coming or what the news would be or whatever. And she sent me this big, long email, point by point, because she recorded the session, point by point. And she said, I found out at the end of July that I'm pregnant again. And so that she's like, you were bang on. And my baby's due in March. And she said, you actually gave me the dates. And that's when my baby's due. So there we go. There we go. So that was just a fun little fact about what happens when we get dates. I'm working with one person, very specific on their situation. It's so much easier to get actual accurate dates out. And that's happened so many times. I've had so many clients come back and say, you told me I'd meet my man in November. And oh my gosh, I met him in November. So yeah, those things happen all the time. But this one, no date specifically around this period of time, so we're not going to worry about it. But it does feel like somebody is really, really, really on the brink of a breakdown. I want to say you're already in burnout territory, and you're going to break down soon. So if this is you, this is your permission slip to take a break and rest, and give your brain a rest, give your heart a rest, give your body a rest, give your spirit a rest. If you need to take a couple days to lie on the couch and catch up on Yellowstone, do that. do that. If you need to unplug from everything, do that. That's a big one. Just don't pick up your phone except for necessities, or like be like, okay, at 9 a.m. I'll pick up my phone, at noon I'll pick up my phone, at 3 p.m. I'll pick up my phone. But put big gaps between staring at your phone and set a timer for how long you're going to use your phone. Because I understand, like, you know, we need to be reachable, and we need, you know, we run our businesses and our children and everything else, so we can't be completely disconnected, but take as much of a break as you can from all of it. The And there's a lot of doom scrolling going on. So let's flip the script and not doom scroll, but hope scroll. So if you're going to be scrolling, look for hopeful things. Don't be looking for anything that's going on in politics and all that right now, because it's all a mess. And it's, you know, a bunch of men thumping their chests and, you know, some schoolyard antics. Everything will be fine. It'll all be fine. It has to be. So, you know, however it works out, we've all chosen to be here at this time for this. So it's easier to just lean in and accept it and be like, okay, there's nothing I can do, so I'm going to go for a walk. It's right now, I'm just looking out my window. It is snowing. It's beautiful. Go for a walk. Go for a walk in the snow if it's snowing where you are. Or if you live near a beach, go walk on the beach. Just disconnect from it all, because the sense is that on top of all of your day-to-day stuff, it's everything else in the world piling up, and you have the choice to turn it off, because you can't control it, you can't change it, there's nothing you can do about it. You just need to take care of yourself. And this is a big message. This card in reverse means somebody's not taking care of themselves very well. So do that. Take your vitamins, hydrate, get some sleep, go to bed early, take a nice hot bath, take your gummy so you get a good night's sleep. And, oh, my guides are just saying, and put the alcohol down. It's not, yeah. If you generally drink like a glass of wine before you go to bed, skip that for a couple nights. That might help you feel a little better, because, when you drink, your body just doesn't get a good night's sleep. So that won't be helping you at all. But through that rest, excuse me, obviously, yes, I'm still sick. Through that rest, you will feel rejuvenated. If you actually break away and get away from all the garbage that we consume, and that's what we consume with our eyeballs, with our ears, with our mouths, you know, all of that stuff that we consume. If you break away from that and give yourself a break from it, you'll feel renewed. You'll feel, yeah, you'll definitely, there's a word coming and it's just sort of in my mouth and I can't get it out. It's like rejuvenated. There we go. There we go. I knew we'd get there. It was an R word. So yeah, I knew we'd get there. So yeah, that's a big message for you. If this is you and you need some support, just reach out and let me know. And you can do that in the comments, or you can use any of the links. Okie dokie. Moving on, card number 2, Strength. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. It's actually one of my favorite cards in the deck because of its meaning. It's like inner strength, courage, bravery. When we look at this, I don't have my Rider-Waite sitting here, but when we look at the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite deck, which isn't actually the original tarot, but that deck shows the strength card in a very, like, he's taming the lion. And the message that comes through is that gentle strength, that we don't need to lead by forcing. We don't have to bully people to get what we want. It's just gentle leadership, gentle strength. Walk softly and carry a big stick kind of energy, where you don't need to be yelling. You don't need to be forcing. Just put your head down and get on with it. And treat yourself and other people that way. Yeah. This is a really good message for this time of year, or this time in our history, that we all just have to go a little easy on ourselves. but still stay strong and, you know, keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep our heads up. Well, get your head down and get on with your work, but when you're walking down the street, keep your head up, okay? But definitely it's about willpower and resisting the urge to succumb to all of the stuff, and that could come in the form of doom scrolling. But that could also be the BS from yourself and the BS from the people around you. All right. So there's a lot of energy around this right now, actually. It's quite fascinating. But definitely, if there's something that you've been trying to accomplish and this is the time to just dig in and get it done. Put everything to the side, focus, and get it done. You know, we always talk about manifesting, and everybody thinks manifesting is just sitting there saying your mantras and imagining yourself doing the things that, you know, rich people do or whatever. But you also have to take inspired action. So that's what that is. This is the inspired action card. It's the balance of the energetics, but it's also, you got to do the thing. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking for a job and you're trying to manifest a job, but you won't leave your house, leave your house. It's time. It's time. Dig deep. Take a shower, do your hair, put some makeup on, if you wear makeup, and put on something cute and go out. Leave your house. And that might take some strength and willpower. I get it. But we need to take the inspired action along with all of the energetic stuff and all the energetic work that we do and the inner work. I'm trying to see if Spirit's got anything else to say about that. No, I think we're good on that one. It was a gentle message. It wasn't a kick you in the pants message. It was a gentle message, which is the message of this card. And then we have death. And this is the Light Seers Tarot. The link to it is in the description. And the death is called rebirth as well in this deck. And the death card, let's look. I can't remember if there's timing for this one. No. Oh, it's like in the fall. So nothing big happening right now. But this is definitely, we're letting go of something. So whatever's not serving you, this is the time to release it and let it go. And just say, thank you for everything you've taught me. Bye-bye. Love and light. Off you go. Off you go to your next adventure. And that could be people, that could be things, that could be habits, that could be your thoughts, that could be the words you say to yourself, that could be anything. Look around your life and say, you know, what is not serving me? And for those who did like the Marie Kondo thing, here's a sort of real world way of kind of looking at this. Does this spark joy? And if it doesn't spark joy, get rid of it. You know, if you're looking at your house and it's a mess and this is not sparking joy, clean it up and get rid of all the crap that you don't need anymore. You know, and if there's people in your life who aren't sparking joy and they're actually more exhausting than joyful, get rid of them. And you don't have to go on a tour of telling people off. You can just, for yourself, just say, you know what, I'm releasing this person. Off you go, love and light, and leave room for better stuff to come in. Because, you know, when we're trying to call stuff in, if we're already full, it can't get in. So if you've got, you know, your life being consumed by crappy people who aren't sparking joy and they're not making you happy and you're feeling exhausted and unfulfilled and, you know, used and abused in these relationships, if you keep hanging on to all of that just for the sake of maybe not being alone or not being lonely, then there's no room for good things to come in. So you definitely, you need to let go of stuff. And I always describe this card as the death of yourself. But not in the literal sense, but in the death of who you are that got you this far, but isn't going to get you to the next level. You've got to let that go. And that sometimes starts with letting go of the things around us that aren't making us happy. So really all we're left with is ourselves, and then we can deal with ourselves. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. But it's definitely a spiritual transformation, a shedding of skin. Oh, this is really great because we just had the Chinese New Year and it's the year of the snake, and the snakes shed their skin. They have a transformation by shedding their skin. They release what isn't serving them anymore and they start fresh. you know, with a clean slate and beautiful, fresh skin. So if the baby step you need is to go exfoliate your face, go do that, okay? If that's if that's all you feel you've got in you, tap back into this and just go to your washroom and exfoliate your face. Give it a good scrub, put on a good moisturizer, and shed something of yourself. That would be a good start. And this is so letting go, definitely. There's an ending element to this, like something's ending. Things have to end so that we can begin new things. And this is what this is all about. So release, let go, shed, and be ruthless about it. My guides are all like chirping in my ear. That's how you know I'm Canadian, because I say chirping. Yeah, they're saying be ruthless. Like, don't worry about other people. Like, you know what? A lot of times, when you know, I've done this where I've like just quietly released somebody and I never hear from them again. And they didn't even notice that I quietly released them. So don't feel like you know, anything bad is going to happen. Just let people go. It's all good. All you have to do is just stop reaching out and pull your energy back. And, you know, you probably won't hear from them again. And that's okay. That's good. That's leaving room for better people for you. More opportunities for you. More good stuff coming in. And, you know, more time to focus on yourself, more time to grow yourself and heal yourself and pursue what you love without worrying about what anybody else wants to do. You know, those are good things. That's an amazing place to be, actually. But we definitely, there's a new beginning coming in. Definitely, like, it's like you're on the cusp of it. I wish Spirit would give me a name so I could say, and so Michelle, this is you. But they don't give me names in this sense. But if it's you, let me know in the comments, because I want to cheer you on. I definitely want to cheer you on. And you know, I've got tons of stuff in my back end, not my bum, but the back end of my business that I could, if somebody needed, you know, a little pep talk or whatever, I could send you all kinds of things. So if that's you, let me know. I do, when people engage with my socials and my channel and everything, I do like to reward them. I do like to give back. So if you're thinking, you know, what's the point in commenting? Well, when there's people who comment over and over and over, and like I see them and I recognize them and I know their name, whatever, I always reach out and be like, hey, can I give you something? Can I pull a couple cards for you? Can I send you a meditation? Like, whatever. I've got all kinds of things that aren't on my main channel, but are in the back end. So yeah, feel free to comment and let me know this is about you and what you're going to do about it. That's the best part, what you're going to do about it. Because if you do get in touch and let me know, I'll pull a card specifically for you so that you can sort of have a next step or some insight into what's going on just for you, as opposed to a general reading. But somebody really needs a rest. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me today and spending your time here. I so appreciate every single person who stops by and who leaves a like and a comment. And I know I get messages in other places on my other socials from people about the readings and how much they enjoy them. So I just know that I just so appreciate every single person. And there's days I'm flabbergasted at how my channel is growing and how far we're getting. I got to 325 subscribers before midnight on January 31st. And that's super exciting. And so now my goal is to get to 400 by midnight on February 28th. So if you're still here listening and you haven't subscribed, why not? It's free. You might as well. And then you won't miss anything. And then you might get a card read for yourself someday too. I know I was going to go live, but I got sick. But I'm thinking maybe I'll go live on Friday the 14th at night. We'll see. I'll start promoting that. The last time I went live, no one came. It was really sad. I was like all by myself. And then eventually after 20 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to go now. But yeah, I'll put it out there. If you want to come for the live readings on February 14th, just go to the description of this video, go to the VIP link and pop your name and email in there, and I'll send an email out with a little reminder that I'm going live. And then that way, I only send one email a week, unless there's something like pressing or urgent, then I might send 2 in 1 week, but usually just 1 in a week. And then for this, I'll actually send an extra email saying, hey, I'm going live. And then that way you won't miss it, you know, because I'm terrible at remembering. People are like, yeah, I'm going to do this 5 weeks from now. I'm like, okay, well, remind me in 5 weeks. Okay. And they're like, well, just, you know, just be there. And I'm like, I'm not going to remember. Even if I write it down, I'm not going to remember. So that's why I like emailing things out. Anyway, that was a big, long way of saying goodbye. But yeah, don't forget to click subscribe, leave a comment, like everything. You know what to do. I don't even know why I say that anymore, because y'all know what to do. Have a magical day.